Yo, what's going on? Spark. Um, and yeah, I'm on Injustice 2. I kind of want to talk about the character Cyborg and sort of what I like, dislike, and things that I hope to see in Injustice 3. Although I'm sure we're not getting Injustice 3 anytime soon. Uh, I still want to talk about these things. So, first of all, the things I like is that Cyborg is my favorite character. He's my favorite DC character. And, he's very true to his character, true to who he is in other depictions and stuff. So, well, other like all sorts of comics involving him and stuff. He's like basically the same. The developers did a good job in showing showing off who Cyborg is. Uh, Second of all, I like his moveset in this game. It's very technomancer esque, or like with the summoning of like robotics and stuff to make a difference on the battle. Uh, Very cool. He's like a cybernetic mage, basically. So that's cool, and I hope that they really, maintain him in that way in the next Injustice. But anyways, those are the things I like about the character. Uh, his moveset and all, it's pretty nice. Uh, you know, from the missiles to the techno tackles, if I can do it, because my D-pad messed up. All that stuff is I like. So let's talk about dislikes. It's quite a bit. Uh, First, let's talk about bro's obsession with Gap, because he must love Gap because look at this, it's Gap City, right? He's a Gapaholic, you know what I mean? Like this guy's like, this is Gaps. So I'm hoping that in the next game that there is not like that because it's kind of crazy how many gaps this guy has. It does not balance out the weaknesses that he has. Like that weakness doesn't balance out his strength, basically. Um, so yeah. Another thing is that I don't like about the character is that he's stubby. He's very stubby. His limbs don't reach far. You got to be up in the player's face, which is kind of contradictory to how you're supposed to play the character. Uh, why make him stubby and all that when I know they try to do this like, okay, he's stubby, but that's why he gotta get away and shoot, but like that doesn't work. When you want longer limbs to hit the person away from you, so you can then continue. Like there's a way you could balance that to make it fair. Uh, but they didn't do that, and so Cyborg suffers a lot from being like blown up in the mid. Maybe there's neutral going on, and he can't really do too much. If because he press buttons at the wrong time, he's pretty much screwed. Back one is terrible. Stand one is terrible. You know, all this stuff is stand in three. All this crazy stuff. Or stand in two is bad. Like he doesn't have good poking tools. All that he has is like full strength that kind of reach far, right? And mind you, this wasn't like this originally. This move right here, it wasn't like this originally. It used to reach. They added the robotic like stretchy arm to it, but it never was like that before. So you keep that in mind. Uh, oh, another thing that I don't like. There's really no uses for Sonic Disruptor. Sonic Disruptor is purely cosmetic. Upwards, especially. Its hitbox is so like fair, like it's not fair, but it's realistic to how it looks. And that might be like you might be thinking, okay, that's fine, but not really because I would rather them do something like make it go more diagonal, so that it can be like, okay, get out of the air type thing. But you never see people do this. You would rather want to do an upper to anti-air, and even that is pretty bad. So his anti-air options are kind of garbage. His down two is kind of all right if I can do it, because my D-pad is messed up. Anyways, it's like a little quick uppercut. I can't really do it. Uh, I can't do it without D-pad messed up. So, uh, like this is me holding my D-pad down, like he's like teabagging. It's weird. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, yeah. So that's the problem. That's the problem I have with him. Also, another thing. It's super. It's cool. Cinematic is all that stuff. I'm not gonna show it here because it's like kind of long. Because it, you know, you can just look it up yourself. But I'm not gonna show it here. But anyways, so you know how target acquired works? You can determine a range. You can make it go, you know, far, you know, medium, and close if I can do it. Uh, why not make it for like that for this? Very missed opportunity. It's slow, so I think it's like 24 frames, so it's slow. You can't react to anything. Characters can literally, some characters can do a rushing move, and their rush move will hit you, hit the armor, and like, you won't get hit by it. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically uh, the weakness of that this move. It doesn't have much range. It's like it has decent range, I would say, but the startup's too slow and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. Also, the thing that I don't like about this character is well, the things that I hope that they make Cyborg more gimmicky, right? Like, cause he's a gimmick character. He has fake pressure and all that. But like, what they should do is in Injustice 3, they should make it so that the character is more so taps into that because his zoning is not the best in this game. He gets outzoned by zoners, which is weird, right? So make it so that the character can more so tap into that gimmicky side where he's like, because like there's fake pressure that he can do. So for example, I'm gonna put this on auto, right? So like maybe you do 1-1. Let's see, you could do like something like this. Sorry, my D-pad is kind of messed up. But you do something like this. You walk up, all this stuff. Like it's like fake pressure stuff. Like make it so that he has true stuff because a lot of his pressure is literal, like it's fake. Like an example would be like, I'm gonna just do this, right? If I can do it. D-pad messed up. But that's fake, right? All that can be rolled out of. So make it so that he has some true gimmicks that, not gimmicks, but like true 50-50s, you know? Where you can like gel into stuff, but it doesn't do crazy chip. He still has the crazy, you know, plus, like not crazy plus frames, but he still has plus frames enough so he can do the gimmicks, all that crazy stuff. So yeah, keep the character the same, but just make it so that setups are actually viable and all that stuff. Without him having to be in a corner for it. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the character Cyborg. I'm really hoping that in Injustice 3 they tap into something else for the character because being a zoner is just not it. If they're going to make the characters or the other zoners the way that they did or they did for this game, like Starfire and whatnot. Like whereas Starfire absolutely shits on him in the matchup and stuff and things like that. So uh, again, just make him more of a setup-based character that has zoning tools. That's what I hope for the character. So yeah, that's basically it.